starting with the topic blood. First of all, what do you understand by the blood? Blood is a connective tissue, right? And it composes about 7 to 8% of body weight. That is approx 5 liters of blood in adult human. Blood is very essential for life and have several functions. So let us see some of these functions. Whenever someone asks, what do you mean by blood? The first thing which comes to your mind is it carries oxygen plus nutrients towards the tissue, right? So the oxygen from pulmonary system, I will write the spelling once again, word pulmonary system, and nutrients from digestive system towards which? Towards the tissue, right? Now the second thought which comes to your mind when you ask what is the function of blood, that it carries waste as well. So waste from the tissue to the pulmonary system in form of carbon dioxide, which is a product of respiration. Okay. Now, hence, the two functions of blood we have seen. First, carry transport of oxygen. Wait a minute. So the first is transport of oxygen plus nutrients to tissues. The second function we saw is carrying byproducts from tissue to lungs for excretion. Now the third function we see of blood is it maintaining pH of body fluid. See, blood act as buffer solution. As what? As buffer solution. Okay, hence it maintains the pH of the body fluid. Now the other functions is it carries other type of waste products from muscles to the organ of excretion. So what are the other waste products? Those are lactic acid, urea and ammonia. Okay. Blood has another intrinsic function that is clotting. This clotting reduces or stop the blood loss in case of wear and tear. The other function is blood act as medium for hormones to transport but from where? From the point of production to the point of action. Okay. Now it also have one function, that is it maintains the thermal equilibrium of body and also provide immunity. So how it provides immunity? Because of its content WBC, which are the fighter cells for our body. Now, what are the components of blood? Blood. Okay, let's put the heading blood, and it has two components. One is plasma and the others are formed elements. Okay, let me correct the spelling of elements. Elements. Okay. Plasma alone itself forms 55% of blood, and formed elements forms about 45% of blood. So what are the components of formed element? First are RBCs, that is erythrocytes. Then are WBC, leukocytes. Then are platelets, that is thrombocytes. All this compoundly forms about 45% of blood. Okay, we'll see in short about all of these components and later go in deep with this topic. Okay, so first of all, let us put the heading as RBC. We'll just see 2-3 points and we'll move further in details for each of this topic. Okay, so RBC is biconcave, enucleated, that is without nucleus, and makes up about enucleated, and it carries oxygen to the tissue and carry carbon dioxide away from the tissue. Okay, let me put this arrow over here. Carry carbon dioxide away from the tissue. Okay, now, and this RBC give red color to the blood. Then let us see about WBC. Also called as leukocytes. These are the fighter cells of the body, which is responsible for the immunity of the body. Okay, and there are many different size and shaped cells which all together combines to form WBCs, right? And also there are some other sites where you found WBCs, and those are spleen, liver and lymph nodes. Okay, now moving towards the other component of other form of formed elements, those are platelets, also known as thrombocytes. So what are thrombocytes? Thrombocytes are small anuclear bodies which are responsible for clotting and stops bleeding. Right. Now we'll move towards the other component of blood, that is plasma, which is about 55% of blood. Plasma is a cell-free matrix of blood, which is obtained by centrifugation of blood. So what is the formula for plasma? We'll put it in another color. Keep this point in mind. I'll tell you 2 points. Okay, the first one is, what is plasma? Plasma is blood minus formed elements. Okay, and it is obtained by centrifugation. But centrifugation of which blood? Coagulation treated blood. Okay. And second is serum. So serum is plasma minus proteins. Okay, which are used in coagulation, right? So plasma is blood minus formed element which is obtained by centrifugation on anticoagulation treated blood. Centrifugation of anticoagulation treated blood. And the serum means plasma minus proteins. Okay. So what are the contents of plasma? Right. Let us see the let me put the heading as content of plasma. Right. So they are, it contains plasma proteins, blood clotting factor, then our sugar, lipids, vitamins, minerals, hormones, and enzymes. Okay. Plus the most important part, antibodies.